Andre, I guess you have a pretty unique view on this matchup, having spent a year at Ohio State. What was kind of your reaction? Obviously, it was sort of the projected game for a few days there, but then once it was official, what was kind of your reaction to facing your old team back at Columbus?
Just excited, man. Excited to get back on the field and play one more time with these guys. Excited to play that team. I know a lot of guys on that team, so just having that brotherhood, camaraderie, being a freshman there is going to be big in this game and big for me personally, giving me a reason to be excited for this game.
You've been in the portal before. There's guys, your teammates now are going to the portal. They've got like this small window to put themselves out there. What is that pressure like of leaving one team and going to another and having to deal with what fans think they should or shouldn't do?
At the end of the day, you got to block out all the outside noise and just focus on what's best for you personally. I know how tough it is going from another school to another school, not understanding what you're truly going to get at that school and being somewhere where you know you're going to expect every day, Monday through Friday. It can be hard, it could be easy, just depends on who you are personally. So I think that the biggest thing is just to focus on yourself and what you need to do in that process and block out all the outside noise.
Ohio State has been known for having great wide receivers. They have a three-headed monster on this team. What makes those three so good?
Each of them have their own unique qualities and what makes them special. Just understanding that they like to get the ball to those guys and what situations they like to get the ball to those guys and what special things that those guys do different is going to be a great focal point of the secondary, how we stop these guys and how we attack these guys.
I know it's been a few years, but there's still a lot of guys from your recruiting class up there that are playing really important roles for you. Maybe you kept in touch with any of those guys over this long period of time that you've been at Tennessee?
Yeah, my class, the 2021 class, is the entire senior class there. So a lot of those guys took a chance coming back for another year for an opportunity, and I've talked to those guys throughout the year, but not as much about this matchup.
Andre, as a leader, are there any extra little conversations, either in passing or one-on-one, with some of the young players, the freshmen, and trying to help them through this and try not to add too much pressure and anxiety and the opportunity and the big stakes in this game?
Yeah, you do that as a leader. As a leader, I've been blessed to be able to lead and have those conversations with guys, and you don't make it any big conversation or any big pressure. You just kind of tell these guys that you just need to be yourself. You need to do the ordinary things at a high level, as Coach Hype likes to say to us. And those guys understand that as well. They've showed up big for us throughout the year and being able to grow up fast in moments where they haven't seen before and being new to college and new to big moments. So I believe all of our guys are prepared for the moment.
When you're watching the show and you see Ohio State and then Tennessee pop up, what was your reaction with the irony of you playing your former team?
It's ironic, but I kind of expected it to go like this. College has been like a full circle for me personally. So we saw the projection, and I kind of knew that we would be here at the end of the year going into this year. So I knew that we would see them in one form or fashion. So it's just special to be in the first game.
Andre, as you've started preparing for this game, have you seen things that they've run, plays that they've run on film that you're like, hey, I remember that from practice my freshman year, or even the spring of 22 before you transferred? Are they still pretty similar to what they were back then, or is it kind of changed and changed over the couple years?
With the new OC that they have, they've changed their plays some, but Ohio State, they have a calling card of what they like to do, and they like to do the same things from when we were kids. So Ohio State is going to be Ohio State. So yeah, I've seen plays that I've felt guard before, and I've seen plays that I know that are new, but they're still the same play at the end of the day. So yeah, I would say so.
I know you asked this earlier, but since really this summer, the team has talked about a 17-game schedule. Josh Heupel talked about this being the next step in the program. For it to finally be here and you have a chance to contend for a national championship, what does that mean for you and the journey that you've been on?
It's surreal. coming on into this year, going into January, we all made a dedication and had the discipline to work hard every day and be there for each other, more importantly, every day. Showing up in times that your body or your mind doesn't want you to show up or you didn't feel like showing up. So just being that backbone for each other has allowed us to make the plays in the moments that we need to make to put us in this position. I would say going on to the year, in the meetings that we had and the conversations that we had, we all expected to be exactly where we are. But at the end of the day, it's surreal. This is a huge moment in our lives that we'll remember forever. So just understanding all of that at the end of the day is still just about doing the ordinary things at a high level, and it's about honing on to the details and winning your one-on-one matchups.